Across Tehran's suburbs, there's the sound of construction. It's usually Afghan immigrants doing all the work. Each morning, there are tens of thousands of them working in Iran's largest city. Zenola is one of them. He left school, headed to Tehran and found a job on a construction site.
I am 20 years old and came here 6 months ago. I left Afghanistan because of the war and because I couldn't work there. There are just no jobs.
There are 1.4 million documented Afghan refugees in Iran. Almost 830,000 of them are officially refugees. Despite fleeing instability, the Iranian government considers the rest mostly economic migrants, which means they can't get refugee status and live here using temporary work visas. Contractors say they actually prefer Afghani labourers to Iranians because they're stronger and they work harder. These men working on this building are here for about 8 hours a day. They get paid around 30,000 tomon, which is more or less $7. The government distinguishes between them and documented refugees like Khodadad Irdali. He shines shoes for a living in Tehran's west.
Some days I earn nothing. Two of my sons study, and after school they also go to work, selling things in the street. Time hardly passes for us. If one day I have enough money, I might return to Afghanistan.
But that one day has turned into 16 years. Despite living in Iran for so long, he and many other refugees complain of discrimination. The Iranian government wants them to return home and has forcibly repatriated thousands. But the UN says it's not fair to criticize Iran on this issue because it's doing a better job than most countries.
I think the overall picture here in Iran is a relatively positive one. And I would say particularly in the area of education. I think health and education, as I mentioned, are the two main areas of assistance.
Back at the construction site, these men say they've decided to stay in Iran to see what the future brings. Or at least until the time they have the chance to help rebuild their own country. Soraya Leni, Al Jazeera, Tehran.